Girls just want to have fun here on The Girls today. We are very excited to talk about beauty from the inside out. We have Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program winners with us, and this is going to be their first TV appearance.
It's going to be their first TV appearance, and it's going to be my first glimpse at them because I missed the pageant this year.
You did.
I did pick the winners, however, from the newspaper, I'm very proud to say. And when we're talking about beauty, Janine, you know, with the springtime coming and the summer's coming, first thing I think about is my skin's going to be out and we're going to be showing more of my body. And yeah, so we had a very long, horrible winter, but I started with the buffing and the cleansing and the, you know, exfoliating and the tanning and the plucking and the waxing. And I mean, it takes a lot to get ready to go out when you're a girl, to just let everything show.
What not to do is never nair your face.
Nair it. Nair your face.
When I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and like I guess you do weird things when you're young and bored and you want to do this stuff at home, I had peach fuzz and I actually I put nair on my face.
Where the
and
heck
I got
was I?
Contact dermatitis. And Dr. Schleicher told me, he's like, never put nair on your face. So ladies, that peach fuzz is there for a reason, so don't use that.
And the other thing is with the eyebrows and the waxing, and people are going for all these bikini waxings and everything, I just stay away from all that stuff because I had my eyebrows waxed just like one time, and I got little bumps and things on my face from it. Yeah, I had marks and a brown spot, so I don't know. What do you think about the waxing?
Well, my friend Jenny, who I got permission to tell this story, and if you have kids at home, especially girls who are in their tween years, her daughter decided to wax her eyebrows by herself. And let me tell you, she posted a picture on Facebook and she's like, this is what happens when your daughter doesn't listen when you tell her not to wax her eyebrows by herself. And she literally waxed the entire eyebrow out.
One eyebrow.
One eyebrow. And I said, and she said, I'll be at the liquor store. It was so funny because, you know, as a mom, you say don't, and then your kids want to do it.
Well,
I'm sure I did that.
Well, and she had to walk around with one eyebrow for how long?
So I said, are you going to fill that in? She said, I'm so mad. This is the second time she did it. I'm sending her to school one day with just one eyebrow, and then she filled it in for her.
Oh, that's code.
So you shouldn't wax your eyebrows by yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do at home successfully, and one of the things is I see was resurfacing is the face masks.
Yes.
And when my mom had her shop, we used to use them, me and Julep, but then there was another one that she taught me. You get the egg white out of the egg, beat it up really good, and then you just put it all over your face, pat it on, avoid the eye area, and you just, as it's drying, it just sort of like tightens everything up. So it sort of shrinks your pores, and it just gives you a glow. And I see where people are starting to do that again.
Yeah, I just posted that because my friend Tamara was like, you should try this. You know, that's what she did, and it's natural. I have a lot of allergies, and, you know, she said that's natural, and you separate the yolk and the white, and it's all fun stuff. But if you want that, we'll put it on our Facebook page.
Well, it's extra special, and you can have egg on your face for a good reason.
How about it?
Yeah, well, all right. Well, everybody's waiting to see the pageant winners, and we have all of our princesses here with their crowns, and stay with us because when you come back, you're going to get to meet all the girls. Welcome back to The Girls, and we are with The Girls. We have the winners of the Greater Hazleton Scholarship Pageant here. We're starting off with our teens. We have Miss Keystone and we have Miss Greater Hazleton. Miss Greater Hazleton is Julius Snyder, and thank you for joining us, Julia.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure you've been very, very busy since you've won this crown, which you look so gorgeous in.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So, honey, what, for the people who are watching and maybe who didn't get to the event that night, why don't you tell them a little bit about what your pageant platform is? You always have to have a platform and what it's all about and how you actually develop that platform.
Well, each girl has a platform that they are very passionate about and they could raise money for and really help the platform out. And mine was skin cancer awareness. And my platform was inspired from my aunt who died of melanoma cancer and my father who's a dermatologist. And from an early age, he really sparked the interest of cancer and skin cancer awareness for me.
And melanoma is very serious. So with your having that as a platform, how are you spreading the awareness through the area, and how can other people get involved as well?
Well, I've been talking to a lot of people about how to protect themselves from wearing sunscreen, preferably SPF 30 or above, wearing hats in the sun, or just a water shirt when you go out in the ocean, and to protect yourself, especially now because the sun is most direct in the late spring, and hopefully spring is coming upon us, and I just want people to know to protect themselves and hopefully spread the word around their family and friends as well.
Yeah, and those little things do mean a lot. So. The Miss America pageant is also affiliated with the Children's Miracle Network. And what is the affiliation there? What are you doing right now for them?
Well, we raise money for the Children's Network in a lot of ways, and I'm a big part of it. And I know a lot of girls, they go and spend time with the kids of the Children's Network, and I look forward to doing that as well.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun too, and I guess the kids really appreciate it, and they must go crazy when they see you coming in with the crown and everything, and your sash and everything. So you are a princess to them. I know that your mother and your sister, I believe, are also involved in the pageants as well. So you have it running through your blood, don't you?
Yes, I do. My mom, she was a pageant girl when she was younger, and it's a great bonding thing for my entire family with my sister and my mom, and it's one thing that the three of us get to do together, and it's a lot of fun.
Is that one of your favorite things involved with the scholarship fund? Is all how much fun? And I guess you meet a lot of girls that you stay close with.
Yeah.
What would you say to other girls maybe who are sort of hesitant? They look at you and they're thinking, well, she did it and it sounds really exciting, and they might have like that little anxiety in their stomach that they don't want to. What would you tell these girls that, to encourage them?
Well, I remember when I started, I was really nervous. I didn't have the confidence factor like all the other queens that were winning had. And I would love to tell the girls who are maybe a little bit timid and don't really want to go into the program that it does help your confidence, and it really does make you feel beautiful when you're on stage.
And then once you win, you do have certain appearances that you must go to. So what appearances do you have coming up?
Well, I am going to be at the Relay for Life fundraiser. At my school, we have a team, and just today we sold about $500 worth of daffodils to give to the American Cancer Society, and I can't wait. May 30th, if you're considering going, is the Relay for Life fundraiser at the Hazleton area track, and I'm excited for that.
And then what appearances have you done already? Are there anywhere that you've gone that you're memorable that you want to put in your scrapbook?
Well, before I won the title, I was on the American Cancer Telethon with my father, spreading awareness for skin cancer, and I hope to, in the future, do more appearances with my title now.
And you're going to be preparing for the state competition next, so I guess you're,
That's exciting.
You're excited, and what are you doing to prepare for that?
Well, as I said before, my mother, she loves pageantry and she helps me a lot, and we prepare together. We do interview questions all the time, in the car, at home, before bed. And my sister loves to help me out as well, and she's a great factor in my pageantry because she makes me less nervous and she really helps my confidence.
Well, that's great that you have a lot of family support. And now we're going to hear from another member.
Yes, we have Claudia Estrella. She is our Miss Keystone, so thanks for joining us here on The Girls. I'm excited to have you ladies with us, and for people out there, this is the second year that we've had the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program. I like to emphasize on program because although we are pageants, some people get the wrong taste in their mouth for pageants. So tell us what this program is actually all about.
It's a scholarship program, and if you win or if you are specialized in something and they think that you're good at it, they will give you a scholarship for college.
Very good. And you won the title of Miss Keystone Teen.
Yes.
What was your platform?
My platform was A World Without Bullying.
Mm-hmm. So describe that to us. Why did you pick that platform? It is really an important topic in this day and age, not only for bullying with face-to-face, but as we talked during the break, cyberbullying.
I was inspired when I did a show called Carrie at my local theater, right down the street actually, and I noticed how she felt so upset. Even though it was just acting, I was getting so upset that someone had to go through that, and that happens in real life. And so I was just inspired to just go out there and be like, hey, don't do that.
Okay, so now that you actually have the title here on the local level, you are blessed to be able to go on to states and have these appearances. And how do you hope to use your crown in an effective way to talk about your platform?
I feel that people, when they see you with the crown on, they have a higher respect for you. and then they want to listen a little bit harder, and I think that's really important. But I think being confident and knowing what you're talking about is going to help.
How old are you, and give us a little background about yourself?
I am 15 years old. I go to Marion Catholic High School.
Okay.
I love reading, and I love singing and dancing, and I love hanging out with Julia at our theater. And that's pretty much it.
What are you going to do to raise money for your cause?
I was having this idea to make bracelets about anti-bullying, and that way the people who buy them are donating money.
Was this the first kind of scholarship program you were in, or have you been in other programs before?
Nope, it's my first one.
Yeah, we were very excited, speaking on behalf of the program as the executive director, Sherry Homenko and I, does all the groundwork, all of the operations of the program. We were really fortunate to have a lot of girls from right here in Greater Hazleton. So I know that you two know each other, but how was that with, competing against one of your friends? Really shows the bond of this friendship, that it's not just all catty girls in the back fighting for this crown, but it's really
Everyone's
good
so
way
nice.
to meet new people.
Yeah, it really is. I'm still getting in touch with the girls that I was performing with then.
So what did you get out of this the most? It was your first scholarship program. What did you get out of this?
Being confident is really important. And I think that you make close bonds with the girls, and I think that's something else that I learned that.
What would you say to other girls and young women who might be hesitant, as Julius spoke briefly about, participating in a program like this?
At first, I was a little hesitant too. I didn't know if I could do it, but you go out there and you feel so good about yourself. It's just something different. I know it feels weird at first, but it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I know we have different areas. If you can explain everyone, what are those areas that you actually had to compete in?
There was the opening number, which was a little dance in a cocktail dress, and then we had the fitness routine, and the talent, which is my part, was singing, and then you have the evening gown and your on-stage question.
Okay. Talk about your talent. How long have you been singing?
Well, I started singing maybe 5 years ago, but I just recently started taking lessons with Joelle Whitner down the street.
Another board member.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She's on the board as well.
So I've been doing that for a while. That was fun. It is fun. I love it.
What are you looking to do as far as going to states? Are there any improvements you need to make? Are you changing up your act at all?
I definitely need to make some improvements since it was my first time, but I'm keeping my song and my talent.
Okay. And again, if there's any message that you would send any young girl out there, what would that be as far as either your platform or the scholarship program?
I would say be happy, be yourself, and go out there and have fun.
That's great. Now, again, she's only 15 years old. And Julia, how old are you?
15.
Oh my God, we have like little teenagers here with us. And to speak like this and to tell people to have this confidence, it's really a big deal.
It's a great start.
It is.
Really.
When we come back, we are going to meet two of our other winners. They are the Miss Greater Hazleton and Miss Keystone here. On the girls, it's their first TV appearance right here on SSP TV.
Welcome back to the girls. You just saw our wonderful teen winners of the Miss Greater Hazleton Area Scholarship Pageant, and now we have our Miss with us. We have our Missies, or however we would like to speak to them, but they are college students, so they are much older than the young little teens. And I am having the pleasure of meeting with and speaking with Caitlin Marhelko, and Caitlin is our Miss Greater Hazleton. Yes. And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule
no
to come
problem.
and speak with us
No
and let
problem.
everyone out there learn all about you.
Absolutely.
You had a very, very interesting platform. You and I are
Yes.
sitting here chatting about it. So you had a platform that you actually are living.
Yes.
So why don't you tell everybody about your platform?
Well, my platform is Scoliosis When Life Throws You a Curve. I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was just 12 years old. It was a 32-degree curvature. I was terrified. I had no clue what scoliosis was, and went through this throughout my high school career, throughout cheerleading, dancing, tumbling, everything with scoliosis, and my curve increased to 53 degrees. I had a hump on the right side of my back and closed didn't fit right. it was a struggle to breathe because it was starting to diminish my heart and lung functionings, but I pushed through. I cheered, I did what I loved, and now I stand with 2 rods and 20 screws holding my spine in its proper alignment from its 53-degree curvature.
So you are living proof that
Yes.
even if you have something like you said, if life throws you a curve, you can still go out and do this. And through that platform, what are you doing to draw awareness to that?
Well, I'm raising awareness in the community. I'm also focusing on our schools within the Hazleton Area School District, within college campuses, starting with my own and working my way out from there, finding accommodations for those with scoliosis, mentoring those with scoliosis, because often I felt like I was alone throughout my journey. And it's something that a lot of girls and a lot of teens have, and it's something that's really not known, that you don't know what others are going through until you come out and say, oh, I have scoliosis too. Then you form a bond, and so I want to be there for those who are facing the same journey that I had.
And you had an affiliation also with the the Miracle Network telethon.
Yes,
as well. So what is your affiliation and what are you doing to help them?
Well, my scoliosis actually led me to work with Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So I stayed in a Children's Miracle Network hospital for a week, and I actually got to meet former Eagles football player Vince Papali while I was there, which is pretty interesting. He told me I was invincible, signed to football, and now with my platforms, that's something I would absolutely like to do, is go back and visit the children, visit the other girls and the other boys and teens who are going through scoliosis as well, and also just be there for our community and for everybody.
Well, you're very talented as well. You attend the Fashion Institute of Technology,
Yes,
FIT, and you're an artist as well.
Yes, I have 2 paintings actually hanging in the Children's Miracle Network Hospital in Danville, Pennsylvania. So those are my first pieces of art, and that's really what set off my art career. And it's such an honor to have them hanging in the Children's Miracle Network Hospital that I stayed in, that affected, or that was helpful to so many people in our community, and they look at my paintings and it brings them happiness.
And what was the most exciting thing for you, do you think, through all this career? This hasn't been your first pageant,
No,
has it?
I did my first pageant 2 weeks after my back surgery. Oh, wow. Heels and everything, I was determined to compete, and since then I've been doing pageants, and that's kind of how I fell in love and started my platform.
And you kept a lot of friends, I guess, too.
Oh yes, Sherry being one of the very first ones.
And your experiences with the pageant, did that help you when you were applying to school?
Absolutely. With pageantry, I have learned so much about interviews and how to hold myself and how to present things. And even in the industry, we have to present our projects and we have to get up and sell our designs. And if you sell yourself, you sell your designs more, whether it's your design is as good as the person next to you. It's really about you. So pageantry has taught me those skills that I'm going to use later on in life, and they're useful skills that I feel like everybody should know.
Yeah, I love hearing from you girls. Your stories don't get old to me, and I'm so happy that we could present this to our audience on The Girls, because really what you both provide and what our other girls provide, not only to this area, but you'll hear from Alyssa Marsh, who's from Philly, across the state, is giving back to the community in so many ways. So Alyssa Marsh is our Miss Keystone, right?
Hello, yes.
Thank you for joining us here on The Girls.
No, thank you for inviting me.
You have an extraordinary story and background yourself. So first, where you're from and how old you are, and a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm actually originally from the Midwest. I'm from Kansas. I live in Philadelphia currently, and I love it. It's a great school, great university. I'm attending Philadelphia University to get a Master of Sciences in Global Fashion Enterprise. It's the business side of the fashion industry. It's a great program. I really much so enjoy it. No, it was the second half.
Okay, so the second half is to tell everyone at home, the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program is based off the Miss America program, and it really is educationally based. For you, you're living it, right?
Yes. Yeah, so the Miss Greater Hazleton program has given me the opportunity to continue my education. When you're competing in pageants, you go through a series of interviews, tons and tons of paperwork, very much so just like you would with your college finals, and all of it needs to be up to the best standards as possible. So this is something that's really prepping you for life, not just for the pageant itself, but for life. It helps you with your interview skills. Speaking in front of thousands of people on stage and answering questions about politics is very intimidating. You want to make sure you're prepared, just as you would for an interview. You need to know the background of your company. You need to know the background of your country, of your organization that you're a part of as well. And so for me personally, it's just really upped my public speaking level. It's made sure that I know to prepare myself for whatever's coming up next, and know that every fact counts. And then also it's really, really helped with my personal own things that I've had fighting with confidence. Being in front of people and putting yourself out there really, really does help with your confidence.
Talk about your platform.
My platform is Breaking the Glass, Women Empowerment. It's very personal to me. My mother raised me by herself as a single mom, and throughout the majority of my childhood, we struggled financially. And so this is something that, because of her strength and the courage that she gave me as a child, and watching us have the financial issues we did, it's become personal to me so that I can educate others about women's rights and women's advocacy, so that they're able to go out and not have to face the same things that my mother did throughout her journey.
How do you plan to do that as far as spread your message across the state?
Well, it's a mentoringship program, so just speaking and letting people know that women in the state of Pennsylvania do currently earn 76 cents to man's dollar. A lot of people aren't aware of those type of facts. Just letting people know that there are things that we do lack in this country as well as within this state, where we face political issues and we face economical issues as women. And putting people in leadership positions such as the ones that the title holders we have throughout the Miss America organization, and having younger women see older women in leadership positions, that's where it starts, and that's where we make the change, talking about it and informing people about it and letting them know that this is an issue. That's how we make a change.
Okay, you also have a really, really great talent. Tell everyone your talent.
So I sing opera. I've been singing for, I want to say, maybe 16 years. I've been trained classically in voice for a very long time. My talent is from the musical Candide. It's called Glitter and Be Gay. It's about someone who's trapped away in a castle. She's very, very upset, but she has all of these jewels and everything around her, and so from there she's able to kind of distract herself from what's happening. It's very fun. I have props, lots of shiny things, and I sing on stage and sing very high notes.
You could certainly sing professionally.
Well, thank you. I did for a very brief moment.
Okay.
Yes, while I was in my undergrad, I sang for 3 years with a company.
All right. I could see you on Broadway, though.
Yes, I'd prefer to stay with an opera company rather than Broadway. Companies usually tend to gear more towards my voice type, but Broadway is also amazing as well.
All right. What is your message to anyone looking to get involved with programs such as the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program?
Well, I would say most definitely do it. This program can only offer you success. You get to work with other amazing women, such as the two of you, who give you opportunities to come and speak to people about your message. You get to put yourself out there, speak about your platform, what it is that you're passionate about, and like I said, it really helps your self-confidence. If you have issues, or if you've had something that you've been fighting for a while, putting yourself out there and meeting people that you meet through this program, it really, really does help you.
And we look forward to working with you girls throughout the year. Again, the whole board for the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program will be here to help you guys, prep you guys for your interviews, and Joelle will be working with you on your talent, and Sherry, of course, will be working on every asset of working with your paperwork and all that fun stuff. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that, you know, people don't see. They see you on stage and they see you dancing and answering questions, but they don't see all the work that really goes into this program.
Yeah, all the preparation, and I'll tell you what, the exhilaration and excitement that they bring in, the energy is just great. I wish we could bottle and sell it and let you feel it. I hope you're feeling it, what we're feeling.
Yes, if you want any more information on the Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program, we have a website, we have a Facebook. These girls have Facebook accounts as well, so you can check us out there and get in touch with us if you'd like any more information about the program.
Absolutely. Another great show.
Yes, I guess we will have to go home and wear our crowns to bed.
Oh yeah, I have a crown, so I will be.
All right, so we'll see you next time right here on The Girls.